Ladies and gents, we continue our review of 3 demos as part of the Next Fest festival on Steam. Don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see some of the previous videos and also the link to that one, which again is free during Next Fest. We're talking about Pompeii, the Legacy. And what's amazing is that, believe it or not, this is a solo dev project. But when I'm gonna start playing, you're not gonna believe it. This thing has legs. It's not finished, far from it. It's not perfect, far from it. But from solo devs, this is completely amazing. And what's even more amazing is that it's not Unreal Engine or something like this. Apparently it's a custom engine that the guy created. So anyway, let's create a game. And as you can see right off the bat, we also have some good options. We have the creative mode, unlimited resource, you do whatever you want. We have the sandbox where, there's no story, no pressure, things like this, but you play with the actual rules of gameplay. And then last but not least, we have the campaign. I don't know how much of the campaign we can play in this demo. We're gonna discover it together. I did play it a bit to make sure it was working well, etc. Right? But yeah, we're gonna play the demo with the campaign for now. You have the choice at the beginning of multiple families. They start with different amount of denarii, so money. They also start with very different kind of bonuses or maluses. Like the Julie family, for example, is very good at money. Right? The insulate generate more money. The building costs less money, those type of things. The second, the Veti, is very good with farms, right? 10% crop farm yield, etc. Then we have trade and shipping, and then art and entertainment. We're gonna be simple and start with the Julie, but this is really good already for replayability, right? And I'm pretty sure that's also going to impact the story later on. But yeah, we start with this. We can, it's becoming definitely standard now, but still good to see. You can change your flag, you can change your family symbol or statue, including, the material. So let's go with, what else? We have an eagle with the eagle gold, and that way that match with this. And yeah, well, now we're gonna get started. So far, not a lot of difficulty options. Maybe that's something missing that we'll see in the future.
My sons, we are faced with a challenging yet noble task, one that will define the future and reputation of our family. The great Dominus Trajanus Augustus, whose wisdom and mercy spread across our magnificent empire, has granted us a great honor. As the father of our family, I have been selected to manage a grand project, the restoration of our beloved city of Pompeii, which lies under the slopes of the majestic Vesuvius. I will lay the foundations and initiate the construction of the city, but it falls upon you, my sons, to complete my work. This is not merely about rebuilding stone walls and marble columns. This is about restoring the spirit of our city, a spirit that has never died, even beneath the ashes.
It is in gents. Again, this is not Anno 1800 level of cinematics, but for a solo dev, this is pretty amazing. And it sets up the stage nicely that we are in Italy, right, during the Roman Empire. And we have over here, if you look at the minimap, we have Vesuvius, the volcano that destroyed Pompeii. We actually can see a lot of ruins over here. You can see these, all of the ruins of the old city. And now we can choose a location for a new city hall. So they also suggest, to be near the coast. So let's go somewhere over here. I'm thinking we go right next to these.
The governor of Pompeii. In these challenging times, I entrust you with the most noble of all tasks. As my personal legate, you are sent to restore the greatness and splendor of our beloved city of Pompeii, which lies in ashes and awaits rebirth from the ruins of its former glory. The fate of Pompeii rests in your hands, and I hope that with your skill and courage, you will successfully lead this mission. By your side will be my loyal subject, Publius Attianus, a man of great fidelity and capability. His experience and knowledge will be of invaluable assistance in this grand endeavor. Trust in him, as I trust in you. To ease the beginning of this journey, I am sending you resources, which you will find essential in the initial days of rebuilding. Use them wisely. Imperator Trajanus Augustus.
So that's the message from the Imperator, right? The Emperor.
To attract workers to the city, we need to have empty houses. We also need shelters for the city's slaves. Plebeians, along with slaves, will arrive by land and sea. Our first mission is to order the construction of 2 shelters for the slaves and 2 insulas for the plebeians.
So it is, we are now in the game. Really good level of detail on those fruits in the trees over here. We have some interesting assets over there. Again, it is not Anno 1800, but it is definitely pretty cool for a solo dev. And at the end of the day, I'm always saying in those types of game, you know, city builders in particular, this is all about the gameplay anyway, right? The visuals are just on top. It's the cherry on top. So we have, you know, our resources at the top. We have the speed. We are in the year 100. Right now we're on the city. We're going to have the empire and our government too. We have the mini map there, and then all categories, right? Housing, storage, general production, food, etc. There is even military. This is not part of the demo, but there is military. So that's interesting. Here we have some ruins, right? So we can scavenge those materials if we want. Same here. And yeah, they basically tell us, you know, the mission right now is to build a couple of shelters. This is this one. This is where the slaves are going to live. Then we have the insula for the plebeian. And then later on, we'll have the domus for the patrician. So it seems at least 3 tiers of population, which you can also see over here, by the way. Okay, so let's get building. I'm going to rotate with R this one. So this is grid-based. I know some people, you know, will be disappointed by this, and yes, I understand that now there is more and more gridless that are super cool, but this sometimes again is not a problem, especially for me as a kind of, I'm more into the gameplay of city builders rather than in the beauty building, let's say. I'm also building a road right away. I think it's the next mission, but that's fine. We can do it. So we have the basic dirt road. In the future, we'll have the gravel one and the stone one, which all of them, you know, obviously I'm sure will increase the speed, but also increase the cost. We can speed it up a bit, right? We can also check quickly, you know, in the options over here, you can see you have a lot, like the audios, of course. I'm gonna reduce a bit the environment one and increase a bit that one. We have video, right, miscellaneous, so there's a lot of different things here to help, and the controls if you want to change anything, rebindable, of course. So that is great, that is great. Okay, so yes, we're building. It costs some money, some stone, some lumbers, and people obviously also. So some of our slaves right now, they're working on building this. We are already on a new day, right? We're already actually on a new month. So there's also change of weather from time to time. But yeah, 2 houses down there and 2 that are getting here. We can see how many people are living there, their income.
Houses look nice. Father, but why is everything so muddy here? In Rome, the roads are made of stone.
My son, Rome is the capital of the empire. Here in Pompeii, we're starting from scratch. But don't worry, we'll have proper roads soon enough. First, we'll build simple dirt roads, since we don't have enough stone for paved ones. Everything in its own time.
The next task is gathering food. Before we can rebuild the city and establish production and trade routes, we must first ensure there is enough food for our people. While accompanying the Emperor of the Pannonian Valley, you witnessed firsthand how an army can sustain itself by foraging for natural resources. That knowledge will serve us well here.
The meadow and forest are great sources of food, so we will build a gatherer's hut to collect food from the surrounding area for our city.
Yeah, obviously after houses, next is about food. So we have here 2 food production right now, the gathering hut and the hunting. This one is for wild fruit, herbs, and things like this, like mushrooms. This one is gonna be more for meat. So let's get cracking. We're gonna put, I think here, there's a nice corner. I know right now they say only gathering hut, but I know that after they're gonna ask for that one. I'm building that one already. We're going to also add the road. They need to build. Oh, that is not a line. Damn. And I don't think we can. Oh, it's not available in the demo to move. Okay. Oh, it's live. It's okay. That's okay. So yeah.
Great job so far, but there is still a lot of work ahead of us. We Romans cannot live on gathered plant produce alone. Our bodies also need meat. Now is the time to build a hunting camp and employ hunters who will supply us with meat.
That's what I'm building over here, and you can see some animations. It's not super complex, but it's better than nothing. And the assets are also different for each production,
Our
so
supply
that's
of
cool.
construction planks is nearly depleted. It's time to establish a production chain that will provide us with enough planks to continue building the city without interruption. Publius, explain to my sons how we will accomplish this.
To ensure we have enough wood, we will start by sending a few people to cut down trees in the forest. After that, we will build a sawmill that will produce planks from the wood. Finally, we will construct a forester's hut, which will generate wood on its own, so we won't have to keep sending people into the forest.
So it is, I'm cutting some trees thanks to this, right? And then
We
we're
are
gonna
now
have...
producing a significant amount of resources, and soon we won't have enough space to store them in the city center. It's time to build a depot, a small storage facility designed to hold both food and various materials.
Okay, got you. But yeah, as I was saying, right, you can actually collect resources like in any survival game. Like here we have some wood, but we also have the forester there to actually collect wood in a certain range. Then that wood is gonna be sent to the sawmill, right, to be transformed into lumber. We have over here...
Father! There's someone in the courtyard.
No need to be alarmed, boy. I'm Marcus Cornelius Sulla. Surely you've heard of the Sulla family. Our name is well known in Pompeii.
Marcus Cornelius Sulla. To what do we owe this visit?
Ah, the man favored by the Emperor himself to rebuild Pompeii. How fortunate you must feel, and yet how undeserving.
The Emperor entrusted this task to my family, and I intend to see it through. What is it you want, Sulla?
I'm here to remind you that the Sulla family has deep roots in this city. Far deeper than yours. Pompeii is not yours to rebuild alone. Remember that. Enjoy your moment. But know this. The Sullas do not forget when they are wronged. Power shifts, like the winds.
Father, what did he mean by that? I'm glad he's gone.
Nothing we can't handle, my son. But we must prepare.
We should build a prefecture and hire guards to ensure order in the city. Sulla's visit raises the risk of sabotage. We need to be ready.
So there's a prefecture to extinguish fire and also reduce crime. This, by the way, when you hover it, you can also see the cost, right? Both in terms of building it, but also inputs. So things that it's gonna consume to maintain, and also the workers, in this case, plebeians. So let's put it, this as a range. So I think we're gonna put one here and one on that side. Let's go rotate one there. And as I said, I think also one on the other side. Like here, I think. Okay. So building that, let's give them a second. We can also use potentially some of our slaves. We don't have enough, okay. But if we want, we could click on it and then they would, you know, salvage it. Let's see this prefecture. Oh, yeah, we're low on workforce. for the slaves. So maybe let's build another one right away before they even tell us. That's okay. Oops, I click on the right mouse button often. For the camera...
Father, I miss Mother and Sister. The house feels so empty without them.
I know, my son. I miss them too. But they will join us once we have built a strong and safe home here. For now, remember, you are a Roman. Even as a child, you carry the strength of our people. Hardships only make us stronger.
Governor, I've prepared a report on the state of the city. You may review it together with your son. It will keep his mind occupied and teach him something valuable.
Thank you. So indeed over here, a bit like in Caesar 3, those games, right? You have your overview that tells you what's happening, like my workforce is stable, there's minimum unemployment, so that's good. I think one improvement I would do here is it's hard to see kind of what's good and what's bad. I would love to see some green and some red, but that's a good start, right, to see it all. And then in the future, we know we're gonna have the armies. It's not in the demo, many other things. What I wanted to show you also is that there's this concept of the family, really. We are Maximus, we have a kid, Claudius, that is with us. Then we have other kids that are not here. I'm sure my wife may be somewhere. Oh, Octavia, I guess, is my wife, sorry. So that's my wife. And yeah, other kids. And then we have talents, privileges. There's gonna be really kind of a family concept, and I think you can go kind of through the edges type of thing. We're gonna have, I'm sure, things like laws and decrees. You can see your stock of all of the resources, how it's going up and down. Put some limits if you want. And of course, we're gonna do research too. Let's actually start it right away because I know it's one of the next missions.
We're consuming more food than we're producing. Consider upgrading workforce expansion at the hunting camp to increase the number of workers and boost meat production.
So yeah, we've done that research, and now they're telling us about the concept that all of the buildings can also do, you can do some upgrades. For example, this one right now, we have 2 hunters and they are making 14, right? So let's upgrade. It's gonna cost a bit of money and 15 lumber too, but it's gonna increase my number of workers by 1.
The city is growing steadily, but we'll soon need far more stone to continue building. Our current supplies won't last much longer.
Without enough stone, progress will slow to a crawl. What do you suggest?
We need to identify the best locations for quarries. I recommend we research more advanced techniques and tools. It will take time, but it's essential if we want to extract stone efficiently and ensure the city's continued growth.
So yes, basically we need to
With all
research.
the necessary preparations in place, we now have everything we need to construct a quarry. It's time to build one and secure a steady supply of stone for the city's continued growth.
Makes sense. And yeah, like I was telling you, this is the research. It cost us a bit of money, some time, some people, but it unlocked, you know, the best location for stone extraction, allowing the construction of quarries. Then we have the stone gatherer here in the future, we have the well, and a few others. So that's the research, classic. On the upgrades, as you saw, right, it increased from 2 to 3 hunters, and so the output has also increased too. But yeah, let's go into the quarry over here, which you need to put on a mountain, right? So you can see it over here, build on the slope of a hill. So let's move it a bit, and it should be green. Here it is. Now that's going to kill some trees. We're gonna need a road. Here it is. We may want a storage also. Oops. No, wrong button. Okay. Because that storage is pretty far. But let's get all of these trees out of the way first. And then I'll know a bit better where to put it. I mean, I guess we can put it just in front. Like that. Okay. So we're building those 2 things. Again, taking quite a bit of resources. Good thing we have some. We're also pretty low on stone, which is why we're doing that one. I do have some slaves, so we could
currently have a
do
shortage
that.
of slaves without assigned tasks. To address this, I recommend building a shelter to accommodate new arrivals. This will ensure we have the workforce needed to sustain and expand the city. From now on, I won't remind you of such shortages directly. Instead, you'll be able to monitor this through the city's management interface.
So we can see it over here,
Father,
right?
I saw several people coughing and looking unwell as I walked through the city. Some were too weak to stand.
That's troubling to hear. It could be the beginning of an illness spreading through the city.
It's likely a contamination issue. The lack of clean water could be the cause. Diseases often spread when people rely on polluted sources. I recommend researching ways to improve access to clean water. Once we've developed the proper methods, we can construct wells throughout the city. Providing clean water will not only combat the illness, but also improve the overall health of our people.
That sounds like the right thing to do. We need to act quickly before more people fall ill.
That makes sense. Just wanted to show you quickly the work overview, right? We can see how many are working on what, from the slaves, plebeians, etc. But yeah, let's do the research. Where is my research here? Of the well. 2 people, some money, resources, and 8 days. It's gonna take a while. And then they were gonna want to provide some water to my people, which I forgot where it is. Where are you? Oh, here. Water supply. Okay, it has a range too. But here in the corner, I think of all of the population, that makes sense. We are low on workforce for slaves.
To the governor of Pompeii. Your swift progress in developing the city of Pompeii has not gone unnoticed. The Empire now calls upon you for a critical task. Preparations are underway for a campaign in Dacia, and I have ordered the construction of key bridges across the Danube in Pannonia to ensure the swift advance of our legions. To achieve this, I have dispatched the workforce from the quarries near Rome to assist in the effort, leaving us in need of additional stone. I must ask you to gather 500 stone blocks from your newly established quarry and have them ready for transport to Rome. As a token of my gratitude, and to support the accelerated growth of your city, you should be rewarded with 1,000 denarii.
Thank you very
Imperator
much.
Trajanus.
So we need to store some of the stone. I'm guessing we can probably increase that with the workforce expansion. We have a bit of the money, that's fine. So with 1 more worker, that's gonna go even faster. Okay, and yeah, the well is here, working well, that's good. We can potentially also look at the next research. Alright, we have the stone gatherer. I haven't really done that. And this is increased lumber. Okay, I mean, we're probably gonna want to do both. And they're talking about the fact that here, you know, you do have stone also on the floor. I don't know where. I'm not seeing a lot.
This is a disaster. A boulder came loose from the hill and buried several slaves. We're struggling to dig them out in time. This could have been avoided with better oversight. I strongly recommend building an architect's office immediately. It will ensure the safety and stability of our construction sites.
While the architect's office is important, the people are frightened, and whispers are spreading through the city. They believe the gods are angry with us for disturbing the earth. To restore order and calm their fears, we should build a shrine first.
Master, I understand the people's fears, but without proper architectural oversight, this could happen again. The safety of our workers must come first.
Both of you make good points. However, the people's faith is fragile, and fear is a dangerous thing in a city. For now, I'll build a shrine. Let's give them a sign that the gods are with us. The Shrine of Fortuna could calm their uncertainty, but rest assured, the architect's office will not be forgotten.
The stone blocks have been gathered as ordered, Governor. The Emperor will be pleased, and our contribution will aid Rome's great endeavors.
Indeed, the Emperor recognizes diligence and service to Rome. He sends his gratitude, Governor. And as a token of his appreciation, grant you an additional 1,000 denarii.
Thank you, thank you. And yeah, we've researched the architect office, but we're also building the Shrine of Fortuna there. This range here. And I guess we're gonna need to put it over here. It's covering basically most of both. And then I guess we're gonna need also one on this side. We don't want those houses to fall apart.
This shrine stands as a testament to your wisdom, Governor. Fortuna watches over those who honor her, and now her presence will bring protection and luck to those who labor in the quarry and beyond. Let this be a place where fears are aced and fortunes are made.
That's nice. Adding some more plebeian, because we're getting low. Okay.
Governor,
What's the next mission?
We have a visitor. Our people may have shelter and work, but Pompeii is more than just a muddy settlement with quarries. If we are to restore its former glory, we must bring life back to its streets.
Right now, we barter with whatever little we have. But imagine a proper marketplace. A place where traders bring goods from afar, where people gather, converse, and prosper.
You're right. We are not just rebuilding ruins. We are rebuilding a city. A marketplace would do more than provide goods. It would be a symbol of growth and civilization.
But where is the market? I guess we need to develop it first. So where is... where's the market? Oh, here, all the way there. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna need to do that, then that one. And in the meantime... well, that's pretty good. Improving them, I build them next to each other. Can I... oh, I can put, you know, several... that's great. That's great. Then we can do that one. Yeah, sure. And then... that's fine, we can do in the future, and then we'll go there. Okay, so we're doing some more research. Oh, our food is low. I didn't actually keep an eye on that one. You can, you know, over here to see, yeah, we're using 200, we're only producing 144. So it is either about increasing, you know, the number of people working there, like that's fine, and that one costs, yeah, that's fine. It could also be to just build another one, right? I don't even know exactly where is the best place for gathering a hut, but I'm gonna just continue to put them together. Okay. What else? So we've done the first research. I'm sure we need a few more before we arrive though to the marketplace. So let's give it a second. But can we see maybe this bonus? Efficiency 100%. They are next to each other. They should be getting the bonus. But I don't know if we actually see it or not. Okay. Now we're doing the well expansion. Now right now it stops here. We can see after the well expansion if it's gonna be a bit bigger than that. It is not. It is not. Oh, maybe because it's not available in the demo. Okay. So you can clearly see it's not finished. Boosting food production, sure. And then let's do the marketplace. Improve efficiency, yeah, sure. Fishing in the future will be good. So doing a lot of research all the time is probably a good idea. There is many things not available in the demo, but I'll be looking forward to make an actual aqueduct for sure. And I'm sure we'll have also big buildings in the future, not just these ones. Like there will be more, I'm sure of that. Okay, so the marketplace research is happening right now, and if I remember correctly, it was here, yes. So let's see the range of that thing. It's not that big, so I think we put it more on this side. Because I'm guessing my houses needs to be in range of it. We are low on lumber. Interesting. Maybe it's time therefore to improve that one too. Okay. And I think we've already done all of the research. The research is pretty fast. I mean, I'm playing on 3 speed, but still. 10% production bonus. I mean, I have definitely built those things next to each other, so hopefully we'll get it. What else? We have the workshop here to make furniture. We have the forum for civic things. Okay. And yeah, it is. The market has been built.
Mother! Sister! You're finally here!
It's good to be home, though home still needs a lot of work.
Pompeii looks so different from Rome. It's smaller, smells like smoke, and feels a bit rough.
Speaking of rough, have you seen the state of the people here? They look like they've been living in the wild.
They've been busy rebuilding the city.
That may be. But if we want to restore Pompeii's dignity, we should start with something simple, like a barber shop. Proper grooming is the mark of civilization.
That's pretty true. Okay. I'm not sure again that the range is important for this building, but I'm putting it close to my insula. Hopefully that will help. Happiness is at 99. Don't know if it's gonna increase when we start doing something. We are still low on food, by the way. In particular, we are low on mushrooms. That was this one here.
Governor, the city grows by the day. Markets are thriving, craftsmen work tirelessly, and people settle into their homes. But where do they gather to shape the future? Where do merchants strike deals and orators stir the crowds?
They meet in the streets. It is unworthy of a Roman city.
Exactly. In Rome, the Forum is not just a place, it is the heart of the empire. Pompeii must have its own Forum, Governor. Without it, we are merely a collection of homes and workshops, not a city.
Well, perhaps that's why our home has turned into a hall of debates and complaints. Even the hunter came this morning seeking your judgment on the price of his goods.
This cannot go on. We need order, structure, a place where people come together, not in chaos, but with purpose. A forum, yes, but not just any forum. A monumental forum, worthy of Pompeii's rebirth. A place that reminds every citizen, we are not just survivors. We are Romans.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, I have done the research for it. I did also unlock the fishing hut, so let's see if we can't build that. I guess on the water, yeah, over here somewhere. Let's see if we build 2 and a small warehouse next to it. Okay. Oops. Link it to the city. So the forum, where are you? Over here. 100 of lumber, we don't have that. 400 denarii, we have that. 200 stones, we actually have tons of stones, so that's not a problem. I may need to increase even further these, or potentially build new ones. I can see potentially the problem is also that there was not enough trees in range. I need another forest, like maybe that forest here. Because I do have a few, remaining people. So let's go there. In particular because my understanding is there's quite a few buildings that are using lumber as an input. So, you're consuming basically lumber all the time. Let's look at this. Yeah, last month we used more than we produced, to be precise. A few minutes later, we now have a lot more resource. I've expanded the city and we just built the
To
forum.
Maximus, governor of Pompeii. By order of Emperor Trajan, you are to depart immediately for Dacia. You will report to the Roman military base in Nicopolis ad Istrum. where His Imperial Majesty awaits your arrival. You are to join Apollodorus of Damascus, the Emperor's chief engineer, in preparations for the construction of a great bridge over the Danube. The Emperor values your military experience from past campaigns in Pannonia, and believes your knowledge will be invaluable in securing this vital undertaking. Your presence will aid in ensuring the bridge's completion and maintaining stability on Rome's frontier. Additionally, the Emperor commands you to bring 200 units of fine Roman furniture to supply and furnish the military base at Nicopolis ad Istrum. To supply this effort, His Imperial Majesty grants you 1,000 denarii as an incentive. The campaign demands not only strength, but also the comforts befitting Rome's legions. Do not delay, Governor. The Emperor trusts in your abilities and awaits your arrival. Imperial command by order of Emperor Trajan.
Okay, so it's a new emperor already. And they want us to construct a carpenter's workshop. I've been doing some research, so we definitely have done that research, so that then we can build, or we can gather, you know, from furnitures. So let's check that out. Charcoal, clay, bricks, pottery, carpenter's workshop. So it's gonna use some lumber to make some furniture. So let's put it close to the other like this lumber production there, right? I don't know about the reserves. This is 1,500. Maybe we need another one next to it then. Okay. So yeah, building some new reserves, doing some more research. And speaking of the research, you can see there is quite a lot. It's not, I mean, I don't know if that's the end or not. It's definitely costing a lot more. It's taking also some resources we don't have. But it's not that far. I mean, I feel like we're already, you know, we're already here. We're already here. So interesting, interesting. But yeah, we're doing some research. We're a bit low on wood. I think it's also mostly because I'm cutting a lot. You can see the forest is slowly but surely coming back. But we've definitely destroyed it. We do have a few slaves and plebeians, but I'm gonna need them for these new productions, I feel. So let's wait for it.
The Emperor calls, and duty leads me to Dacia. But this city is far from finished, and its people still need guidance. I leave its future in your hands.
Pompeii will endure, as it always has. I will see to its growth, as you would.
And I will uphold the order you have built. The people will not be without leadership.
They will not stand alone, Governor. I will remain at their side, offering counsel and ensuring the city stays on course. Your vision will not falter in your absence.
Then I leave with a steady heart. Take care of each other and of Pompeii. When I return, I expect to see a city even greater than the one I leave behind today.
And we expect to see you return whole, not just in honor, but in body as well. Be careful.
May the gods watch over your journey, Father.
Okay.
With
Better
the war
come back.
draining supplies, traders are bringing less grain by the day. Soon, even the wealthiest will struggle to find bread. We cannot afford to wait. Pompeii must secure its own food supply.
I had hoped we would have more time. But you are right. We cannot rely on trade alone. What do you suggest?
Wheat, domina, the foundation of every Roman meal. If we plant now, we can ensure the city's survival before shortages grow worse.
My father left this city in our hands. We will not fail him. I will find the best land, gather the workers, and secure the wheat. We begin at once.
Okay. He wants to do it. So grain farm, you need to research it, but I've done that. And it seems like we can place it pretty much anywhere. So I'm thinking we place it here. We have already some other food.
Strange, isn't it? Just as your husband leaves, the flow of goods slows to a trickle. No pottery, no furniture. The people are left wanting. A city without comforts is a city of unrest, Domina.
Is this your doing, Sulla?
I am but a humble observer of Roman politics. Earning the Emperor's favor is one thing, but winning over the plebeians, That is a battle you will have to fight yourself.
A battle? No, Sula. This is manipulation. You seek to break the people's trust.
Break trust? No, no. I simply let nature take its course. If Pompeii cannot provide for its own, the people will find leaders who can. But first, I will enjoy watching you struggle.
He is gone, but his shadow lingers. If we do not act, unrest will take hold. A pottery workshop will allow us to provide what the people lack.
We must act now. Our people will have what they need, as they always have.
Okay, so we have low space in stock, interesting, so I guess I'm gonna need more stock, but more importantly we need a charcoal burner, a clay pit and a pottery workshop, so that's a lot of different things. The charcoal one is gonna use wood, so I guess we want to put it here, and we may want to also have another, no, we have one here and one there, so it should be fine, okay. Then for the clay, we need to put that on the river bank. So the river bank is on this side. Okay. That feels pretty far. Can I put it maybe somewhere over here? Let me extend this road there and see where it leads. If I go straight. Okay, so going straight goes all the way there. So let's build the clay pit somewhere here.
You seek Fortuna's blessing for a man far from home.
Yes. My husband fights for Rome. I ask only for his safe return.
Fear not. The gods have not turned their eyes from him. But tell me, Domina, do you only pray for his return, or for Pompeii's future?
The city struggles. Food, goods, even faith wavers in uncertain times.
A city without bread does not stand, but a city without spirit and culture is already lost. Remember this as you guide your people.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm focusing on pottery, one thing at a time. So yes, we have the charcoal, the clay, and so now we're gonna want the pottery. So that's gonna use denarii, clay, and charcoal. So we cannot actually build it until we have some clay, but I'm gonna just put it in front of the clay deposit, so that should be fine. I know we don't have a lot of capacity, that's also why I'm building over here a granary. And the warehouse, do we have access to the warehouse also? No, the warehouse, we don't have access to it yet. Because this is 1,500, this is 3,000. But is it even worth it? It's 20 stone. This costs a lot more. That's not worth it, guys. Would rather just put 2 of these. So let's put another one maybe over here. And then another one there, dedicated to the iron. Because yes, I also started an iron mine after researching it, of course. And actually the next thing, as you can see, the blacksmith, it does require also some iron. It's a good thing we did it. I'm still not sure where the bakery is. Oh, that's very far. Okay. So we need to go all the way there, which requires this one. Okay. Let's continue.
As long as Sula controls the merchants, we must remain at his mercy. We need our own trade route, one that he cannot touch.
I will not let this city starve under his shadow. Pompeii will not bow to him or anyone else. We build a port. No more delays.
A port will give us control. If we can trade directly with nearby cities, his blockade means nothing.
Then we must start with the foundation. Bricks. A brickworks will give us what we need to begin construction.
Then see it done. Sula thinks he can tighten his grip around Pompeii. Let him try. We will be stronger than ever.
Yes, we need to build a port. For that we need bricks. For bricks, this is the brickwork over here that's gonna use some charcoal and clay, similar to the pottery, so it makes sense to put it there. The only thing is it requires 60 of lumber, and we are low on lumber. We're actually at 0. I have been building a lot of things, so that could be the reason. But regardless, what I've just done here is build another, lumber jacket or lumber mill. sawmill so that we can try to get that back up.
We are ready to build, but without proper tools, the port will remain just an idea on parchment. We need iron, and we need smiths to forge it.
Then we will get them. What must be done?
An iron mine must be established, and a blacksmith forge to process the ore. With these, our workers will have the tools they need.
Then begin immediately. Pompeii will not be left waiting.
There we have iron, we've unlocked the blacksmith's forge. This is going to take also some charcoal, so I think we may have to increase my charcoal production, which means I probably have to increase again my wood production too. But that's that's a normal city building game, right? So let's do that. Let's put one here with a quick road up, because yes, indeed, we're getting low on wood, low on lumber, so that's one I want to boost. We are also, blocked for research. One of them requires tools, the other one requires quite a lot of bricks and lumber, but we should be able to do that one soon, basically, as soon as we get enough lumber. Again, I don't know if we need to expand potentially in another forest again. We have that one here, or maybe I just improve that forester camp. Let's go, because that increases the area too, and it's resources we have, so it's not too bad. But we're getting low again on slave, despite, the slave quarter increasing and increasing.
This will be our boldest move yet. Now is the time to begin construction of the port. If Sulla intends to stop us, he will strike with full force.
Then we must be ready to fight.
No, we will not fight Sulla on his terms. He thrives on violence, but he cannot control what he does not understand. Culture.
Culture? How will that stop him?
A city without bread does not stand. But a city without spirit and culture is already lost. If we show the people what Pompeii truly is, Sulla's influence will wither. Son, I leave this city in your hands. Protect your siblings and do not let Sulla provoke you. I will return tomorrow with a solution to our problems.
I won't let you down, but where are you going?
To Capri. There is someone I must speak with.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. But yeah, we need to build the port, which means we need to first research it. A lot of money, but we don't really have a choice. Are we starting to make tools? Oh yeah, with the blacksmith. Makes sense. Where's my blacksmith? Yeah, we're making a bit of tools. That is great. That is great. Okay, so that is one research done. We can also push that one potentially. And then we will get access to quite a few new things. The vineyards over here, warehouse, decoration, bakeries coming soon. So a lot of new things coming. We have a few workforce now, so that's great. We are increasing this one, it seems. My money is very low though. A few minutes later, I have rebuilt a small coffin, 1,000. So we can spend half of it directly here. And yeah, perfect. Oh, no, not perfect. The road should actually have been one more. That's okay. Again, we're supposed to get the move building, just not available in the demo. So anyway, they're building this. You can see we have reserves of a lot of things. We have, for example, quite a bit of grain and fish stew. Mushroom has always been low since the beginning. Not sure why, but that's okay. Here is the port. Beautiful. So where's Mom?
The people have had enough. The city's resources are dwindling, and leadership has failed them. Pompeii belongs to those strong enough to rule it.
After the disaster, you fled this city and abandoned it. For 20 years you were nowhere to be found. Yet now, you sabotage Pompeii's rebirth from the very first day.
Empty words, carried away by the wind. When we are finished with you, they will mean nothing.
You forget yourself, Sulla. You bring disorder into a place of governance. In the presence of the Empress.
Is this how you serve Rome, Sulla? Stirring chaos in a city striving for prosperity? I came to Pompeii to support its cultural revival, not to witness petty ambition.
I only speak for the people, Augusta.
The people will be heard, not through force, but through progress. The Empire rewards those who build, not those who seek to divide. Remove him.
Thank you, revered Empress. Because of your wisdom, Pompeii will stand, stronger than ever.
And Rome will watch with great interest.
Now it's time to build the school. Oh, but the demo is over. Okay. You've reached the end of the Pompeii, the Legacy demo. Your journey in rebuilding Pompeii has only just begun. And I truly appreciate you taking the time to experience this early version of the game. If you enjoyed the demo, add Pompeii, the Legacy to your Steam wishlist and follow the game to stay updated on development. Your support and feedback means the world to me as I continue refining and expanding the experience. So it is, ladies and gents, this is the end of this demo, again for free, available on Steam right now from a solo dev. Now, this is not perfect, as I said. I think there is quite a few things that can be improved. In particular, you know, at the top, I should be able to choose my resources that I want to see. I should have, you know, a bit, I think like an arrow down or up, green, red, that shows me how things are going. There's those small things that can definitely be improved. I think also it wasn't clear to me at all, which doesn't mean it's not there. It's just, I guess if it's not clear to me, it's probably not clear to many others. You know, how do you need really the market close to all of your houses? Like what is impacting what in terms of, you know, things like happiness and those type of things. But overall, I think I will definitely continue to follow that one. I mean, obviously, I love the Roman setting. They're talking about also military, so really keen to see what happens there. And I do think there is some depth in the game. It's just, I think it is still a bit rough on some of the edges, but for a demo of a solo dev, that's to be expected. So don't hesitate again to share in the comments below if you have any thoughts, questions for the developer, and I hope to see you next time.